Hello and welcome back to TEW 2016 Branding Solutions, and we're back here live on Monday Night Raw. And as always, we kick straight into the pre-show with the talent from NXT coming up to basically job. And we have the Von Erichs losing to Crime Time. That's all you need to do. They are my Hill go-to team, Crime Time, so they are usually losing to most of my main roster, so I need to keep them happy with a few wins here and there. Our next one, I gave Enzo a quick win over Noah Keiko. Another one, Big Cass is doing something on Raw. Enzo needed a match. Apparently Enzo and Cass have zero chemistry. I question that a bit, never mind. And I have Colbin Carino and Dave Finlay Jr. losing to Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Another so-called terrible match, but we've just got to get the Social Outcasts. Yes, I still have the Social Outcasts a win. And now we have Justin Gabriel going into his title match on Sunday, getting a pre-show win match over Shane Thorne. It's a slightly longer match than normal and it's getting reasonably good rating. I think Thorne and his partner here, Miller, may be getting a call up sooner rather than later to add an extra team to my Monday Night Raw. I will have to think of a way of doing it correctly, but they could work because they're actually getting better performance ratings than some of the other teams. And they're about a unit, I believe, so they could work for us. And I gave Roderick Strong the win over this one. And this one was a quick squash match. I just had Bobby Fischer beat Tucker Knight. It's an awful match, really. Kyle O'Reilly is injured, so let's give Bobby Fischer a match. And the main event of the pre-show was Kofi Kingston defeating Rhino, which was trying to lift the crowd and got a 66, which isn't actually too bad. Rhino got some form of injury, so we'll look at that, and then we'll go into the main show. And we kick off the show with Triple H in the ring, telling everyone to come and see and how special Capital Punishment is going to be this Sunday. And he's booked 3 matches for tonight. We have Big E versus Del Rio, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens, and we're going to start the show with Dolph Ziggler versus Samoa Joe. And let's push 3 storylines on. And the start of the show. This should be a bad match. They have no chemistry. But this match I decided to end with Dolph Ziggler winning when Samoa Joe got himself disqualified for being too aggressive, which is what Joe's doing at the moment with his whole rivalry with Roman. And then Triple H decides that Dolph Ziggler needs another warm-up match and puts him in the main event against the champion Dean Ambrose. So this is all about Triple H against Dolph Ziggler. So this is set up for the main event of the show. The next match is a 8-man tag team match where we have the Usos and the New Day 3, which is the current tag team version of New Day, versus the Shining Stars and the Ascension. And I've given Jey Uso the win. I don't want the New Day to get the pins yet because technically they're not really winning, these two. They're struggling to click properly. Not on the game, just the storyline is that they haven't quite clicked yet. As you can see, they're all sort of average. Both storylines gained some heat, which is good. Afterwards, the Ascension challenge the New Day to a match. And again, a solid 56. This is another match for Capital Punishment. Yes, it's not a glorious match, but I want these two to have to earn their tag team title match, so they have to go for a few people. And we have this whole Miz cutting a impersonations gimmick on Sami Zayn, with someone doing all of Sami Zayn's mannerisms, etc., etc. and Sami Zayn comes out and attacks the Miz to end everything. This is a very, very good rating for these two. So it's leading on to this. I put together a 6-person tag team match where I put Sami Zayn with American Alpha, and The Miz with the Wyatts. I gave Sami Zayn the win over Eric Rowan. As you can see, this one gained 3, but this one lost a bit heat because these two teams are in it, but they're not the main event of it. Big Cass and Enzo cut a promo putting themselves over. A very good promo, to be honest. This is also reminding everyone that they can cash in a Money in the Bank tag team title match when they feel like it. As we know, we keep this one going, and I'm very impressed with that rating. And I gave Big Cass an easy win over Carlito, who technically is in the tag team title storyline because he's with his Epico and Primo. So again, this did a bit of work, and this one, Enzo Amore is good with Big Cass, so I don't know. A video airs Justin Gabriel, obviously leading up to his Intercontinental match, which. Now we have another 8-person tag team match. Evan Swagger, Sudden Impact, which is Neville and Ty Dillinger, versus Shirley Sabin, Jahind and Heath Slater. And again, I'm continuing the whole Neville's winning all the matches idea. And a few improvements there. This is actually going to be for a TV. No, I'm going to call it something new, but at the moment it's called the TV title, which will be at. It says 5, but there's definitely 6 people there. At the pay-per-view, there's going to be a 6-person match for the title. I've done the pre-booking off camera already to make it a lot easier than doing it during the show. Del Rio defeats Big E with the cross-arm breaker. A bit of this was to see how good Big E is going into the main event picture of any potential. So that's the main point of this. He's actually got a better ring performance than Del Rio. So this is something we can look at. Whether he goes into Continental or number 1 contenders type matches for the world, we'll see for the future. And then we have Roman Reigns defeat Kevin Owens with a spear after Justin Gabriel decided to make a little interference in the match against Kevin Owens. That's a great rating, 80. And then Kurt Angle cuts a promo on Dean Ambrose, just saying how he's going to win. Nothing fancy there. And this match, Dolph Ziggler beat Dean Ambrose with a roll-up when Kofi Kingston interfered. He was meant to interfere. Kofi Kingston's music hits, distracts Dean Ambrose, making Dolph Ziggler get the easy roll-up. The show's not going to be brilliant, but I think 70, high 77. We're getting there. Honestly, I think Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens really saved that. And we'll head back to the main screen and see what's been happening in the rest of the world. And we're back to the main screen, so let's see how bad Rhino was at. It's not serious, which is good. It's just a small injury, I guess. Let's double check the news. Developmental people want hype. That will be looked at and dealt with later because they're not getting anything. I don't know if it will show the injuries for NXT here. It won't, which is slightly disappointing. As you can see, Bubba Ray's nearly back. And so is Chris Jericho, still 2 months away, which is really annoying. He was going to be my star attraction for Raw. The storylines, the Wyatt invasion has gone down slightly. This is doing very well. This Big E and Justin Gabriel could actually tear the house down at this rate. Making an impact, it's always going to be about that sort of level. I'll probably try and make it more personal between a couple of them. So I could probably do like Neville versus Sabian or Shelley, which would be quite good. Rebuilding the New Day is a 60, which is better than I thought it would be. This again is better than I think it will be. It will most likely be the end of this storyline. I'm not sure who's going to go over yet. This one's always going to be reasonably good. The blowout match is going to be a bit controversial, I think, at this pay-per-view, so it might not be near the main event. The tag team titles, so-so. And the world title is good enough. I don't really know where to go with who's going to win that. I don't know, Kurt Angle isn't going to be champion. I don't know how I'm going to go around who Dean needs to face at SummerSlam, because if you look at the pre-booking, we got Capital Punishment, and then 2 weeks later we got this. So we got the Shockwave matches set up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we got the SmackDown matches set up. Well, nearly all set up. We've still got a couple more to do. So we'll see where they all go. The one good thing is nobody on that show we just had is moaning. So I'm happy with that. Who did any make the hot list? The not list even? Bo Dallas is the only one on the not list, which is quite good for Raw. But the hot list has only Big Kaz on it from Raw. Slightly worrying. But that will end this episode, and we'll go back with SmackDown next time out. Thank you all for watching.